He was just released from prison, a convicted rapist known for abusing women since childhood, and now, he had his eyes on another girl. She sensed something was wrong, so she ran to a church, desperate for safety, but he followed her inside. Thankfully, Pastor Minchon blocked his way, but to her shock, the pastor wasn't trying to stop him. He wanted to invite him into the church. Until Minchon got a call. His wife had been cheating. Still shaken, he tried to stay focused on his mission to reform the ex-convict, but when helping him put on new church clothes, Minchon saw something, an ankle monitor. Meanwhile, the man had already gone looking for the girl again, Yu Young. What he didn't know, Yu Young was actually a police officer, and she had a personal vendetta. That monster was the one who abused her sister for years, until she died. The court had gone easy on him, said his trauma from being sexually abused as a child made him unstable, but that didn't bring her sister back. Minchon, distracted by his crumbling marriage, forgot to pick up his son. That night, his boy disappeared. Panicked, Minchon suspected the ex-convict. He followed him quietly, but the man noticed and snapped, because just hours earlier, he had actually kidnapped a girl. To stop Minchon from calling the cops, he attacked him. They fought, and in the scuffle, Minchon used the church robes to blind the man, sending him tumbling off a cliff, hitting his head on the rocks below. Right then, Minchon's wife called. Their son had been found. It had all been a misunderstanding. Minchon looked up at the cross. Was God judging him? Maybe, but he still threw the man's body over the edge. Later, the police showed up. They were investigating the kidnapping of Yu Young, and that's when Minchon realized the man he just killed was the kidnapper. Suddenly, his guilt vanished. It was God's plan, he thought. The police eventually found the man's car, but not his body. Meanwhile, Minchon made his wife confess her affair and pray for forgiveness. Together, they visited a spiritual retreat to start over. But that night, a terrifying vision appeared. The same man he thought he killed, bloody and still alive. In a daze, Minchon saw an angel, and he knew what he had to do. As the nurse stepped away to call for help, Minchon took the unconscious man and drove off. But the police were tracking them. Minchon had tied the man up in a secluded building. He planned to finish what he started, to serve God's will. But the man suddenly spoke. If I die, you'll never find the girl. Minchon froze. He demanded to know where Yu Young was, but the man wouldn't talk. Furious, Minchon locked him away and returned to the church to pray for Yu Young's soul. But Yu Young, the undercover cop, had followed the clues, and she found the building. She was about to call it in, but then she heard her dead sister's voice, and him. She raised her gun, but at that moment, Minchon hit her with a shovel. He had come back. The cop begged him not to kill the man. Without him, we'll never find the girl. But Minchon shouted, she's already dead. This demon took her. He pulled the trigger, but she dodged it. Wounded but determined, she broke free and tackled him, slamming him into the kidnapper. The kidnapper kicked a knife toward her. She slashed Minchon's arm and pinned him down. Suddenly, the floor gave way. The kidnapper fell. Yu Young dove to catch him. He dangled in terror, and just before he slipped, he muttered, the one-eyed monster ate her, and then, he fell to his death. Meanwhile, Yu Young was still alive, barely, locked inside a building set to be demolished, but the officer kept digging into the kidnapper's past. That one-eyed monster was the window of the small, dark room where he was abused as a child. She raced to the site. Seconds